Hey Nighthawk family, wow, the end of May 2025. What an incredible May it's been here at the University of North Georgia. We kicked off this month with an amazing midnight breakfast, and I just want to give hats off to the Student Government Association for their leadership. It was an incredible night. Lots of pancakes flipping and chow that night. We went into finals week, and I'm really incredibly proud of all of our students across all of our campuses, finished strong academically. And also during that period, it's an interesting time because some of our students are finishing up finals and can't wait to get out of here to go home for the summer. And some of our students are finishing up their entire journey here at North Georgia. And so we had so many celebrations in our moments that matter as we led up to commencement. One of my favorites is our career signing day and our cap and gown countdown, where we gather on our campuses for our graduating students to come and tell us where they're going. And it's awesome to hear. Jobs, graduate school, law school, medical school, I mean, you name it, our students are heading in those directions. So incredibly proud of this graduating class. We also had a wonderful celebration on our Gainesville campus for our Hispanic students, our Latinx graduation celebration, fully in Spanish. And it was so exciting to see the celebrations from so many families. And that group of students is so incredibly impressive. So very proud of them. And then it all culminated, folks, with our Super Bowl commencement. And what a great commencement we had this year. We graduated nearly 1,700 students, roughly 1,500 in bachelor's degrees and over 200 in graduate degrees and over 100 in associate's degrees. It was so incredibly impressive. We also pinned over 117 nurses. We commissioned 50 second lieutenants into the United States Army. And the lists of our accomplishments go on, and I'm so proud of the graduating class of 2025. We also welcomed 4 amazing commencement speakers, and I want to say publicly thanks to the first Latina Commissioner of Labor for the state of Georgia, who serves on Governor Kemp's cabinet as the Labor Commissioner, Commissioner Barbara Rivera Holmes. She was amazing. I will never forget Braves President and Chief Executive Officer Derek Schiller talking about greatness. And he finished his talk with saying, "Greatness is a choice." What a great message for our graduates. And also, thanks again to the Atlanta Braves for providing every one of our graduates who opted in for a ticket to a Braves game this summer. Thank you, Derek, and the entire Braves team. We also had an amazing partner. It's someone who has recently retired, President Carol Burrell from Northeast Georgia Health System. She just brought an amazing message of what a career and a journey of purpose looks like. And finally, our graduate ceremony finished with our distinguished professor from the Dahlonega campus, Dr. Parker Hyde, who talked about performance. It was just an amazing week with so much, and I have heard nothing but excitement. I was at an event last night and heard just people raving about our commencements. And don't worry, for those of you who haven't graduated, we are still working to make everyone better than the last. We finished out that amazing week while here with the cadets and the Corps, and we had 181 cadets stay late on their own free time and learn about being leaders in the Corps. These 181 cadets graduated from our Cadet Basic Leadership course and will be squad leaders in our Corps this fall. Really proud of that group of cadets and students as they took the path less traveled. I was also honored to welcome, as we say goodbye, we welcome new. And we welcomed a brand new class into our Doctor of Physical Therapy program, one of our most prestigious programs we offer here. This is the class of 2028, and what an amazing group. We also hosted the Public Safety Academy's 5K Run Memorial Fundraiser. And I was so impressed with the work of Butch Newkirk and the entire team at the Public Safety Academy for organizing that event and raising funds for the work of our Public Safety Academy, and a soon-to-come memorial for our public safety officers from North Georgia who have fallen in the line of duty. And along that thread, we just recently celebrated Memorial Day. Let us not forget those who gave so that others could live free. And I was honored to be invited by Marietta National Cemetery and offer remarks for the National Memorial Day celebration event there. Such an incredible tribute, and thank you again to that group for allowing North Georgia to be a part of that event. As I always do, I want to conclude with athletics. And we always talk about why athletics in 2025. Athletics allows us to tell our story on a national stage. And Nighthawk Nation is doing nothing more than that. They are telling our story on a national stage. And let me just give you a roll-up of our spring sports. Baseball, Peach Belt Conference regular season champions, and punched their ticket to the Southeast Regional for the first time since 2017. What an amazing season our baseball team has had under the leadership of Coach Tom Cantrell, who was named PBC Coach of the Year. So proud of Tom. It's so perfect as he goes into retirement after 26 years serving as our head baseball coach and makes his transition to Florida this summer. So proud of Tom and his work in his final season here at North Georgia. Andrew Zapata was named the PBC Player of the Year, and Nick Stinson was named the PBC Freshman of the Year. So an amazing year for Nighthawk baseball, and I cannot wait to see what they do next season under the leadership of a new coach. Softball, ladies and gentlemen, just continues to win. They won the Southeast Regional for the 5th time in 6 years. Listen to that, 5 times in the past 6 years. And they advanced to the national championship in Chattanooga, Tennessee, under the leadership of Coach Brooke O'Hare, her first season with us here at North Georgia. Carly Knowles was named the PBC Freshman of the Year and the National Freshman of the Year. Think about that. There are a lot of young ladies playing softball in America, and Carly Knowles finished at the top. We also had 3 players named All-Americans. Such an impressive feat in athletics. Going over to the tennis court, so proud of both our men's team and our women's team. Our men's team finished as runner-ups in the Peach Belt Conference tournament, and they won their Southeast Sub-Regional to advance to the national championship for the first time in program history. And I was so honored to be in Orlando with them and watch them compete in the Sweet 16, where they finished very, very strongly. Over to the women's tennis team, they as well just keep on winning, folks. They won the Peach Belt Conference tournament, and they won their Southeast Sub-Regional to advance again to Orlando, the national championship site, for the 2nd year in a row. They were just so incredibly impressive. Our ladies fought. They advanced to the Elite 8 and just absolutely dominated in their sport. I am so excited about the future of Nighthawk tennis, and I look forward to those teams competing next year. Men's golf, just like the other teams, just keep on winning. They won the Southeast Regional in a phenomenal appearance by shooting, listen to this, folks, 28 under par. I am lucky to shoot 28 over par. So this means that they shot 28 strokes better than what's expected to meet the expectations of the golf course. Just an amazing feat from our men's golf team. They, again, for the 3rd year in a row, advanced to the national championships, also in Florida, in Palm Beach Gardens, where, again, I had the honor of being with that team. And they made it all the way to the Final Four. And folks, I was on the golf course. I am here to tell you, it came down to the wire with our men's golf team. And again, we were this close and in the hunt for a national championship. But the best news is we won another national championship. Hunter Smith was crowned individual national champion for men's golf. That means he shot the best round in the 3 days of match play and absolutely dominated the field. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited to report this is North Georgia's 4th national championship. So think about that. 4 national championships, and we've won 3 of them since 2021. So incredibly impressed with Hunter and his work. And it was so awesome to be with his family and his grandparents as we celebrated that feat. Women's golf, just like the men's golf team, continue to improve and get better. They advanced to the Southeast Regional for the first time in program history, and we got to host it in Gainesville at Chattahoochee Country Club. And not only did they get there, they made it to the last day into a playoff. And if they had won that playoff, they would, they like the men, would have advanced to the national championship site in Las Vegas, Nevada. But ultimately, and after a huge battle, they fell to the number 2 team in the country. I am so proud of our women's golf team and the progress there. So ladies and gentlemen, let me just give you a quick roll-up of where we are in athletics. And this is why it matters, because we not only want to be value-added, we not only want to engage our students and our community, we want to win. And in the spring, we had 4 teams advance to the national championship. Think about that. The NCAA Division II National Championship, 4 teams. We were the only school in the country that had women's golf, men's golf, baseball, softball, men's tennis, and women's tennis all compete this year in the NCAA tournament. By the way, you're going to have to get a calculator to keep track of all of this success. So incredibly proud of our athletic teams. And just this week at the PBC Annual Awards, we were awarded for the 16th year in a row, the Leanne Noble Make-A-Wish Award for most funds raised. We are the national standard for raising funds at the Division II level for Make-A-Wish. And I am so incredibly proud of our student athletes and our team and Deja and all of her work in pulling that off again for 16 straight years. And then finally, we also won the conference's Sports Information Staff of the Year Award. So proud of Brendan and Morgan and Lee and Mary Robb and Derek and the entire team for all we're doing in the sports information side. You should be seeing it in our websites and in our socials. Nighthawk Nation is on the move. Orientation starts just in a couple of days. So incredibly proud as we reset, get ready for the fall, get our facilities cleaned up. So much going on across our campuses. And I hope you take a much deserved break over the summer, whether it's vacations with your families, days at the beach, walks on a trail, or whatever that looks like for you. Take some time, enjoy life. Life goes incredibly fast, ladies and gentlemen. And as I've said, and I'll say it again, we are in the most transformative moment in the history of our lifetime. And I just want you to take it all in and enjoy it and be a part of it and get motivated and continue to walk toward your purpose. So with that, that's the roll up for May. I hope you have a great June. We'll see you here in about a month as we roll up all of the things going on here at the University of North Georgia. Take care and go Nighthawks.